Morning, YouTube. It's day 2 of our journey south from Oregon to Quartzite, Arizona. We are in the Mount Shasta National Park area. Just spent the night in the rest area. It's a chilly 36 degrees just after sunrise. It's a beautiful day. Sun on the mountain over there. A nice spot where we spent the night. Boondocking for free. We just finished breakfast and we are getting ready to head out.
Day 2.
Right into the sun. They have these really ominous signs here, like this, see that truck rolling over? Animated truck tipping over. Just take it easy, got the jakes on. Yeah, the thing to do would have been to know about this big hill and get a run at it. Downshift. Yeah, downshifted too late. We're gonna fall here soon. But here in a little bit, we're gonna be coming up on Lake Shasta, and we're gonna go across this really pretty bridge. Hopefully we'll be able to record it. It's really cool. Be interesting to see how high the water is too, because in years past the water has been really low in Lake Shasta. But there's been a lot of rain out here in the west recently, and I'm hoping that maybe the lake got filled up a bit. typical. Once we get out of here, it's just going to be like flat, boring, California stuff until we get to Tehachapi. So the plan is for us to go south down to Sacramento area, and then we're going to get on 99 because it's a little nicer stretch. And we're going to take that down, and instead of going across the Grapevine, we're going to go across Tehachapi Pass. I don't know if that'll be today or tomorrow. It just kind of depends on how much time we make. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of dirt where there used to be a lake down there. Yeah, can you see that in the camera, like straight ahead there right now? See all the dirt? It used to be water. Yeah. Talk about drought. And this is that awesome bridge. Across the water here, and slow down. I really like this stretch here. Shoot off to the right there. Water level. Looks like there's maybe a hotel over there that used to be a waterfront. The marina's way down there. There was a truckload of Teslas going the other way.
Stupidity?
Yeah, I don't see anything in there that is longer than... Yeah, so he's going to be dumping his crap on the road. Gotta love that. That guy's got like bags of stuff in there that are just waiting to hop out on the road and be an obstacle that I have to avoid. It's dangerous.
You notice we have a hill coming?
Okay. Maybe a little one. Doesn't was about, actual elevation was about 1,200. So we only came down 500 feet, 400 feet.
Like we're hitting flatland now.
Yeah, we gotta come down some more. Well, we're down on the flatlands now. Taking turns driving. Nothing too exciting here. South of Redding, we're down in kind of Chico now, which is actually whereabouts we bought our first bus, which was a 4107 Buffalo bus. Well, there's our buddy from yesterday. The MC5. I think it was Keith and Nancy, is that right? Yep. Yeah, they're heading to somewhere in Southern California. Then they're going to end up in Quartzite. They might stop by one of their rallies we're going to be at and visit. Looks like we're going to hit 3 bus rallies in Quartzite this time, which will be cool. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, Flexible Rally, the BCI Rally, and what the Western GM bus became a new group. We'll be hitting that one too. So yeah, MC5. I got a new high-pitched whine coming out of this thing. I mean, I remember hearing it before, but not that loud. It's pretty pronounced. I unplugged that speaker. It's not that. Sounds like an alternator whine. It's got to be alternator or power steering. Yeah, if you know, comment. I'm looking for his place. There it is. So there's Ted Campbell's place right there. We're gonna stop by there and have him check out this new noise we got going on. Hopefully he's up. Well, we're at Ted Campbell's place in Williams. Want to have him weigh in on this noise that we got going on here and see if I don't know, he's got any ideas about what it might be, maybe fix it. Hopefully it's not a trip stopper. A lot of buses around here. Parked next to a 4104 here with a porthole in the side of it. Kind of cool. So evidently these are almond trees over here growing. We're still north of Sacramento because we had a long visit with Ted Campbell, Coach Maintenance Service there in Williams, California. We went for a drive, and Ted and I sat back on the bed while wife drove, and we talked, and he listened and talked about what he heard. It doesn't sound like anything serious at this point, but he's of the opinion that it's related to the transmission, the V730. It was interesting listening to him tell me about all the different things that he heard while we were driving. He was telling me he's hearing the differential and power steering, and he can identify what those different noises are caused by, which is interesting. But he doesn't have a lot of experience with the 730 because those kind of came along after he sort of retired and got out of the day-to-day work, and before he was doing what he's doing now. So he's only rebuilt like one of them, and he said when they did, they got out the manual. But there's another guy that I respect quite a bit who chimed in on my Facebook post, one of the old timers, and he said it could be the power steering fiber input coupler, power coupler, and evidently there's a fiber coupler that sits in between the power steering and the gear train that drives it, and that thing's job is to reduce the noise transmitted by the power steering pump into everything else. So that is not when that fails, you don't even know it, because the pieces just fall harmlessly down through the gear train into the pan or whatever. And so that's not a trip ender. So what we've decided to do basically is head on out here because he couldn't hear anything wrong, and we did spend some time listening to things with the mechanic's stethoscope back there, when we're parked. And what he did recommend, though, is that we take a look at the differential pinion gear on the input side of the differential, because he's that's a common wear item, and you heard a little bit of noise, and it's completely preventable maintenance item if it's identified early on before it fails or whatever. So that's not really a project I want to do. I could do it, but I prefer to have Ted do it, because he knows what he's looking at and knows the drill totally in and out, because they did that job every 50,000 miles as a preventative maintenance item when he was in the business. So if he's available on the way back here, we'll stop by and do that. He's got some other stuff that he has to wrap up first before that happens, or before he'd be able to do that. So we got to touch base in like a week on that. But yeah, that's the scoop on that. So we didn't get very far down the road today. We're going to be hitting the rest area here pretty soon, and try and get a good night's sleep. Hopefully not have a reefer unit parked next to us all night, making a bunch of noise. This is the rest area here coming up the mile we're stopping at. Hopefully get a good night's sleep and get a good long solid day tomorrow. All right, we're in for the night at rest area here off I-5. That reefer unit there pulled in after us. We spent last night right next to a reefer unit, so I'm hoping we don't have that again tonight. It's kind of a nice rest area here. We're under some eucalyptus trees. I think that's what these are. So yeah, appreciate all you guys out there liking and subscribing these videos. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time.